I'd rather have my head stuck in the clouds than buried in the mound. Feet touching the asphalt, back will touch the ground. You ops about that trash talk, my hands speaking loud. The crowd sound is drowning our conversation now. I know what I'm about to do, can coma induce. But look, I train not to lose, what else is there to do? I'm a fighter, hard like barbed wire, sharp the same way. I'm tired, but get energized when the crowd say showbiz boombaye. Showbiz boombaye, my style's impetuous, my defense impregnable. There's no B plan when the A plan is doable. My ritual, jump rope, heavy bag, cutthroat. I'm the best in the world because my ego says so. A fighter, I am lost in this whirlwind, this make-believe world where it's a sin to be a grown man. Look, I never read a book, bruh. I must admit, I'm about that grit and that dumb shit where your head's on some drum shit, body got Bambi legs, ears on some hum shit, later getting medicated, urine on some blood shit. I want wildest power with Devin Haney's defense.
I'm going back to
Kalshi. Listen, you want to be a billionaire? I want to be a billionaire. Well, Kalshi is going to give you the opportunity to be a billionaire with this contest. It's the $1 billion bracket challenge. Kalshi is offering a $1 billion prize to anyone who can predict a perfect bracket on Kalshi. Kalshi is bringing back the Warren Buffett's 2014 bracket challenge with a $1 billion prize for a perfect bracket. There's 63 games and 92 quintillion possible outcomes. One perfect bracket for $1 billion. Oh, it's time to run the numbers. Now, Kalshi is offering a number of prizes. A $1 billion prize for the perfect bracket. But if there's no perfect bracket, that's okay, because you can still win $1 million for having the top bracket. Now, if there's a tie, you guys get to split that $1 million, with $1 million being donated to charity. Now, age verification is required. You have to be over 18. There's one entry per person. It's free to enter, so you don't need to trade on Kalshi to participate. Just create the bracket on Kalshi's app or website. It's free to play, but listen, users based in New York or Florida are not eligible to enter the bracket. If they do enter a perfect bracket and they are based in New York or Florida, their submission will be excluded. Users outside of the U.S. are not eligible. Users under 18 of age are not eligible. Players, coaches, team staff, or officiants in the 2026 NCAA men's basketball tournament are not eligible. Now, if you're interested, hit the link in the description box below and add promo code ShowBizz. Good luck. Get that perfect bracket. Win that $1 billion.
I'm going.
The future of boxing has always been forged at Top Rank.
The new face of Puerto Rican boxing.
Our next generation of young fighters have the talent, charisma, and the heart to become superstars and transcend the sport.
A brutal beatdown.
When it comes to legacy and greatness, no one builds an elite, deep roster like Top Rank.
Up off it? Yeah! Yeah! Yes! Up off! But hey! Up here. Hey! Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day it is, huh? Yeah. Yeah. It's hump day, baby. We'll do it. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz Adult. All right, man. Lord. Look at who we have here. Let me see who we have over. Tim Butler. Ain't you? Oh, who else we got? Go Nerd. What's going on with you? Whoops. All right, man. Lord. First I want to say this. Everybody, welcome to the Hump Day. Haven't done it, please close out the chat, hit the like, and give it up for the Vonnie Hill.
Trim our lips with a laugh and do the cabbage patch. Kiss a pretty lady and then sign some autographs. The Burnham man can shaboing boing.
Yeah, oh man, I know everybody. Come on in, y'all not used to this, lady.
You should let me in. You deserve. No, you deserve baby.
Here's the Tyson Bell. Let me see. My brother said, beers on hump day. It's like 11 nuggets in your 10 piece. That's happened to me before, bruh. That listen, you got that damn right. And hold on, fellas. Root.
Yeah, put it simply in here. I like surprises. I came here for prizes. Big booty and thighs is promising my guys is how I could get inside this. Stupid, I realize this, but there's so much I wanna know about you, but I don't really wanna know. That's what they say. You make it too hard for a nigga. I got you, but I got the time. Let's make it work.
Nice Bell. Hey, my man Tim Butler, he said that feels good. I feel good. And the thing is, you're right, brother. It's about the small wins. It's about them little ass wins. You collect enough of them. Hey, listen. I'm going to ask you guys, are we in the building? Are we or are we not in the damn building? You got that right, my brother. You're preaching to the choir. We outside.
What do you think can happen when you're outside? You can lose a fight, see a chick, have a con with that vibe. You can ride a bike, see a nigga, and ask me if he's alright.
And ask me if he's all right. Yeah, we outside. Hell no. You got that right. We outside. Hell no. We out damn side. And we outside the Zone and Top Rank launch press conference. This is going to be damn amazing. So everybody, let's squat.
Squad up. Let's go.
My boy Hall's Jolly Rancher. He said it's 20 degrees, bro. He said, brother, it's 20 degrees. Oh, all right, okay, everybody. Let me see what's going on. Let me go to the Zone Live. Let me see what's exfoliating. I don't see it, y'all. Do y'all see it? Where'd it go? I could have sworn I saw it. I'll see ShowBizz and Wade Plemons. I'll see that shit. Do I have to refresh everything? Hold on, because no. Popular. What the hell's going on around here? I saw it on my phone. Let me see. Let me just type it out. The Zone Top Rank press conference, because we're gonna do a watch party for this. I can give a damn what anybody has to say. It's right here. It says coming up. It's on Top Rank. It's on the Zone right here. What the hell's going on right here? Oh, in 30 minutes. Oh, we got time. We got time. It's at 10:30. Oh, hell. We got time to chat shit. Let me see. Launch your 5 minutes, but tuning back in late. Okay, cool. Squad up. G-Man versus Ward. Who you got? The G-Man. The G-Man. He knocks him out. If Kovalev gave Ward trouble, a more prime Kovalev, G-Man would knocks out. I got G-Man knocking him out. Let me see. Ryan got to call Haney a goldfish. Snack that smiles back. That was so clever. That was so damn clever. Everybody, look at this shit. It's a done deal. The deal signed. And I know in the war room we may have jumped the gun, because we heard it through the grapevine. But, I mean, you can't keep shit bottled up forever. I'm sure they wanted to have this launch press conference, okay, as the surprise announcement. Hell no. Hell no. We out here. The war room knew, everybody knew, like, y'all, hey, stop the bull job. Come on. Come on, announce them shits. Keyshawn, Bud 2.0. Oh, shit. That was fantastic to say, because it kind of reminds me of Bud, how Bud kind of started, how he was at lightweight. Fantastic boxer, all right? But his skill level had a lot to do with his athleticism and his fighting instincts. Well, I guess that's skill, but not just skill. It's just kind of like his natural gifted IQ, right? I watched Terrence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez again. And in hindsight, after seeing Terrence Crawford control Canelo over 12 rounds, to see the stare down before the fight started, how Canelo was looking down and he just looked like a warrior ready to fight. And Terrence Crawford was like this. I never seen a man so calmed in my life. He was so calm. He was like this. That's somebody who has a game plan, but who knows what I'm going to do? Those are the best fighters. Who knows what I'm going to do when I get in there? It's best for me to be calm, relaxed, and take this the way I do all my fights and sparring sessions. That's how I'm going to be like water. Because he was just sitting there. And he just looked at him as a regular, and he just let his God-given IQ just take over. Keyshawn may have that shit. Just that fighting IQ. That's what Sugar Ray Robinson had. Just the fighting IQ. It's just a switch. Maybe I do this. Now it's time to jab. Maybe bam, now I'll rip with you. You know, it's just use my athleticism and gifts. It's going to do it all by itself, like Bruce Lee says. Right? Keyshawn may have that shit. Let me see. I got to ask about your Sugar Ray Robinson glaze last night. Do you mean if he were taught the modern style of boxing with his natural talent versus Bud? No. I mean, if Bud went back there with Bud's supposed to be advanced. Listen, Matt, the old school style was the best style. That's why if you fight old school, you fight better, right? I mean, Canelo isn't advanced fighting. Xander Zayas isn't advanced, right? Now, these guys, Keyshawn Davis isn't advanced fight. He looks like he's not more advanced than Archie Moore. He's not more advanced than those guys, than Charlie Burley, right? Those guys was actually right there, slicker and everything. I'm saying if you take Bud and you put him back there in the 1950s, he will wash Bud. He'll wash Bud out. If you bring him here, Bud has a better chance because of the reffing and everything, but Robinson still beats him. He beats him. Just what I talked about, natural instincts. Robinson's natural instincts going to take over on his ass, and they're going to be boxing. And it's not like Muhammad Ali is a caveman, right? When you see Muhammad Ali box, you don't be like, oh, that looks old and caved and washed. Muhammad Ali got it from Sugar Ray Robinson. The way Sugar Ray Robinson was the innovator, the way he bounced on his toes, the way he moves. If you look at Sugar Ray, right, no one moves like Sugar Ray. The thing is his hardness and his durability. When you're a violent fighter, check this out. Ryan Garcia barely worked out. He barely trained versus Devin Haney. But his violence is what beat Devin. Devin had all the boxing, the technical, and some, but that takes over. But when you're gifted too, Sugar Ray Robinson was gifted too. If you don't know better, you don't know better. Look at Sugar Ray Robinson jump rope. That's all you need to know. Let me see. Y'all really should consider getting the Ultimate Plan. I was able to watch AEW Revolution included with the Ultimate, so worth it. Yep, we're going to talk about that. Let me see. The G-Man versus McCullum then. Who wins? That's a closer fight. I saw what the G-Man did to Julian Hawk. McCullum did to Julian Hawk Jackson. But I think what the G-Man did was worse. I'll probably go with the G-Man on that one too. McCullum was nasty though. I think James Toney was a little better than McCullum, believe it or not. I think James Toney would probably beat the G-Man. That's a good fight though. That's a good fight. Let me see. Bud ain't nobody's leftover like Sugar Ray was for Jake LaMotta. Well, Bud never fought 175 times. So if Bud fought 175 or 180 something times like Sugar Ray Robinson did, he'll be somebody's leftovers, Matt. So you're not being fair. You're looking at somebody in a far softer time, right? And you're saying, oh, he was somebody's leftovers. That Sugar Ray Robinson was. When he fought Jake LaMotta, that had to have been quite possibly his 8th fight that year. And he jumped up from welterweight to middle, right? lost to Jake, and then 2 weeks later beat him 2 weeks later. So you're being very basic minded, and you're Matt. You're supposed to be better than that. So you're not thinking of everything. That's a whole there. 2 weeks later, got it back, and then he didn't lose for 89 to 90 fights. He ain't lose for this guy was he's undefeated in amateurs. So he goes from an amateur undefeated all the way up to 40 fights, not lose, jumps up to middleweight, take a loss to Jake LaMotta, which he probably won that fight. Don't forget the times, right? Fight next week against Jackie Wilson, then fight the week after against Jake LaMotta and beat him in those times. And then go on a 89 to 90 fight win streak. So if you can't look at everything, you're having a hard time, bro. If Terrence Bud Crawford fought that Madrimov who dropped him, if that was his 5th fight in 2 months, and then he fought Madrimov again in 2 weeks, who knows and that's just in a 2-month period, let alone over years and had over 180 something. Of course, he would have been somebody's quote-unquote leftovers. No one speaks about Alexis Arguello. Why? I don't know. I know we do. Let me see. The G-Man versus Bivol. Who you got? Shit. That's hard to say because I never seen a G-Man that light heavy. I don't know. I'm a cameraman by New York City and trying to help out. Let me know. Oh, love you, boy. Thanks, brother. Hit the Tyson bell. Matt gets them every time. Matt knows what to say to help the rest of the war room learn. You gotta understand what Matt's doing. Matt is like, let me get him to explain in further detail what I already know. Let me see. Ryan, Owen, Haney, and Shakur. Wait, he never fought Shakur. What up, War Room? What's up with emotional Charlo wasting his career? I didn't hear that. I didn't hear about it. He pulled out of the Resendez talks. Okay, how much potential do you think he had, Biz? Oh, Charlo, phenomenal. I mean, the potential to be where Terrence Crawford is now, or close, right? He would have beaten. He probably would have beaten Canelo if he maximized his potential. That's why when people say things like Canelo ducked Charlo and yada, 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 you got to look at how great Canelo is and how consistent he's been and how dedicated he's been for 60-something plus fights, right? Look at how Charlo is. You know what I'm saying? Who Canelo ducked was David Benavidez, the Mexican monster. Look at David Benavidez against Zurdo Ramirez. They're about to try to put on a classic. They're trying to put on history, right? Let me see. Angie Lopez and even of next year. Okay. Man, I love Charlo. I wish he was still fighting. I wish he stayed fighting. You know what, man? That is a very I wish he stayed fighting. You know what? He did exactly what he could do. That's what he is. You know, maybe those guys didn't. I got to be careful with my words. I have to be careful with my words. I'm trying to. You ain't never lied. Best jab in the biz. I still want the Canelo fight. That jab is. You know, he's one of those guys who's so. It's like Michael Vick. Michael Vick didn't go to practice and study the playbook. He just played on Sundays, and was so. Think about if he would have. When you saw him in Philly, and he after jail, he put on an MVP season, but lost to Peyton Manning when he should have got the MVP. That's him studying, but he lost some of his physical attributes. If Michael Vick studied the playbook and was dialed in, bro, we'll be talking about him as one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. It's hard to even say that now. We don't even know if he's going to Hall of Fame. That's Charlo. Charlo can get out of bed, get focused for a half a tick, and whoop ass. He'll beat Plant, right? Right? I mean, the guy heads humongous, can take a punch. He's physically crazy, best jab in the business. But what I was going to say about those guys, we have time, right? I think it starts at 10:30. What I was about to say, like Iverson, same thing. What I was about to say about those guys is, I'm trying to be careful how I say this. Fighters, generally speaking, all right, the only institution of focus and discipline is one hell of an institution, and that's boxing. Okay? But they are homeschooled at 11. You get what I'm saying? And it's not an accident. It's not by design either, but it's not an accident that a lot of those guys who were signed to those big deals in the PBC, nothing against the PBC, because I love them brothers. We talking about top rank at Dazn, War Room. I would love to see PBC here. But those big deals at the age, they weren't disciplined enough. Right? You look at all these guys and the decisions they made, and you look at that group. And sad to say, Errol Spence is one of them. It's funny because when I first saw Errol Spence, he had glasses, and I thought he was like a nerdy guy, kind of guy, which he probably was, right? Because he had a mom and a dad, and he came up decent, right, in a decent area and stuff like that, but still a hood heart. So Jamal, Jamel, Errol, AB, Javante, a lot of those guys ended up, it's like the self-destruction of those athletes, which Al Heyman provided for those guys, right? It's just maybe a little too much too early. And things happen. Let me see. Oh. Man, what are we doing here? I like Bam. I can't call that Finito Lopez for shit. Y'all may have to figure that out. Hit the like. What else we got? What else was I gonna say? I got sidetracked. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, the press conference in 18 minutes. Oh, this is what I was going to say. Top rank. I had an interview with Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya. I hope y'all seen it. I think, was it released? I think it was released. I feel like even when Jamal was active, he was wasting years begging for a Canelo fight. Yeah, I know. He was trying to stay undefeated too. He was just lingering and fighting guys smaller and stuff like that, just waiting so he was trying to stay in place. And I said, don't wait in that long ass line waiting on Canelo. I said that a million times. Many people thought I was hating or being a Canelo fanboy. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Same thing with Boo Boo. Yeah, 100%. I had an interview with Golden Boy Oscar De La Hoya, and the bulk of that interview was, how do we save boxing in America? Because honestly, y'all heard me say it. I conceded to, there was a moment where I told you guys in the war room, I conceded to boxing is overseas, ain't it? I saw boxing as an overseas. I didn't even see it as an American sport anymore. I was just like, it's an overseas. That's how I saw it. Yo, I had to see it that way because every time I did my live commentary, it was during the afternoon, and I was kicking it at night and shit. Right? So I got, I was talking to Golden Boy about it. Like, how do you save American? Shout out to Dazn, who always kept American boxing right there. Dazn never said, let's make boxing the UK. They always, why do you think the War Room, we collab with Dazn? because I'm American, right? They always kept American boxing here. They always tried to, American boxing has to be big. And Top Rank is perfect because when you look at Golden Boy, who I hope they extend their contract to, because Golden Boy is fantastic, especially for Mexican cards. When you look at Golden Boy and you look at the PBC and you look at Top Rank has the goods as far as the upcoming fighters. Their soil is moist and fresh. Hit the Tyson Bell, right? The upcoming fighters. And it's like, hey, bruh, the Abdullah Masons of the world, right? What's my boy name? Vargas, right? Keyshawn. You look at their soil, Torres. It's like, hey, Juanita Lopez. Shit. Him. Like, you look at their soil and you're sitting there like, hey, that's why I always wondered with the PBC. Who's their new fighters? Who I know Danny Swift Garcia, Errol Spence, Zoo, although David Benavidez is true. But, outside of him, Jamal, I know those boys. Fundora, yeah. Keith. I know those boys, Pitbull. But who's the new ones coming up? Hit the Tyson Bell. And for Top Rank to have that soil and do a deal with Dazn for multiple years is just great for American boxing. It's like, okay, let's work. Let me see. Hey, how hype were you when Brock got bodied? By Oba? I lost my damn mind. If Oba can beat Brock at WrestleMania and become the new juggernaut, become the new force, I will literally come in my shorts. Let me see. I'm very excited for Inoue Nakatani to be on Dazn. You're right. All that Inoue shit and Japanese card. Now, oh Lord, you ain't never lied. I feel like even at all the Japanese cards, which are those are the most special watch parties for the War Room. Those are the most special days. Those mornings I got butterflies in my stomach now thinking about those mornings. I love when I get up at 2 and I could barely feel my brain and I'm just, but I know that only the special ones of the War Room we're going to be up and y'all going to be washing y'all faces with the phone in the bathroom and y'all driving to work. And it's just like, it's only a handful of us. Well, not really, because sometimes it'd be like 100,000 views. Then we get like 100,000 views on a Inoue card one time. I think the Japan viewership was crazy. And we were on the news. The War Room was on the news in Japan. They didn't ask me to use my footage, by the way, but we were on the news. I feel like even when Jamal was active, he was wasting years. We are. Let me see. New member, baby. How hype are you for the new Spider-Man? Come in my shorts. Y'all, moist and fresh is diabolical. You're right. You're right. Well, you're right. Y'all want to talk to me about that, bruh. If I win, not even if, I just want to say if, because this is ridiculous. To see Spider-Man and Punisher fighting the Incredible Hulk. Really, I'm busting in a large box of popcorn and I'm going to say, hey, you like the new butter? I'm on that. Like, I'm about to be diabolical. Okay. I mean, the world we're living in, Michael Jackson, like the world we're living in, bro. See, I remember Lou Ferrigno Hulk. Okay. I remember when they would make a superhero movie and the superhero looked nothing like the superhero without the superhero powers in the comics. They just used the name, like Shaq being the Man of Steel. It's like, bruh, that's not, that is not Steel, bruh. Like, not in the comics. I remember for some reason, they felt they had to redesign them. They did, and I think Batman did that. Like, because that didn't look like Batman, but it was such a great movie. And whatever, it got to a point where it infected like the X-Men being in all black. And I'm like, why don't you just make the X-Men? You don't have to. And they thought, let's make it more real. They're already mutants with claws and shooting beams out their eyes. And you can't root it in more real. Why the Abomination and the Hulk doesn't have the webbed ears? What are you doing? Make him look like he got to look more. You don't have to redesign shit. The designs are perfect, which is why they've been the designs in the comics for years. You ain't now Fantastic Four, you see Galactus being Galactus, but there was a Fantastic Four when Galactus was just a storm cloud. You don't have to redesign a damn thing. Right? It is. So the 90s, yes, I remember looking at a so-called comic book movie. They used to make superhero movies like Meteor Man. Just make the damn, there's comics all over the place. You don't have to do that. Let me see. Biz butter bus. Yes, the Biz butter bus. I would literally, when I see, because don't forget, I lost it and I'm mad and I don't even want to bring this up, but I will. I used to have the first appearance of the Punisher. It was a Spider-Man comic. I used to have that comic book. Now it's gone. That thing is worth, I don't even want to talk about how much it's worth. Right? I was a kid who had Marvel posters on my wall, just Punisher just shooting the gun, and then I had Secret Wars 2 with the Beyonder in the middle and all the. So you gotta understand how I'm losing my mind these days, and everything that people say is bad. Oh, She-Hulk, that sucks. I'm from the 90s and the 80s, so I see the She-Hulk, and I'm like, what the I remember Spawn's cape, right? Let me see. Storm Cloud, Galactus was definitely bull job. That was bull job. They were just like the devourer of worlds. It's like Galactus. I saw him. It was like, where? That right there is just a mushroom cloud. That is literally a horseshoe cloud. Like that's a tornado's coming. That's, that's a horrible storm. But that ain't Galactus. Let me see. We got 10 minutes, everybody. We got 10 minutes. Man, they're gonna make a Batman Beyond. I don't know, but to me, like there are stuff that I'm seeing. Like I think Zack Snyder is coming back. Do I have so many comics right now though, bro? It's really embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. I was just thinking about all the stuff that I've been kind of reading and stuff. It's really embarrassing. But Zack Snyder supposedly is coming back, and he's got a new deal with DC, and he's going to finish the Snyderverse. I remember, and this was only a handful of years ago, right? I remember looking at the director's cut. Number one, we begged for the director's cut of Zack Snyderverse, of the Snyderverse. We begged for it and got it. And it was 5 hours long. And it's like, what the hell? I remember watching that. And number one, giving a huge finger to all of you on social media who was complaining about Zack Snyder shit, BVS, and all that shit before. But then when they got rid of them, start crying. Like I said, people don't know what they want. They just talking shit. They talk so much shit, get what they supposedly want, and then cry afterwards. Don't listen to people. Because just like the Undisputed video game was dope when it was first released. With the haymakers and all the shit, like, it ain't real enough. Now it's shit. Right? Hit the Tyson bell. Right? But I'm hearing things and I can't announce it. I was told things. I really can't say anything. And it's pretty cool. But either way, Undisputed, do what you had in mind. Because none of these people are developers. They don't know what they want. They're going to complain about everything. Do what you have in mind. All right? But, I remember looking at the Zack Snyder's director's cut. And literally, I was ready to just never watch another movie ever again. I was literally ready to not watch another movie ever again. That's how good that shit was. I sat there for 5 hours with a hard on and was like, I'll never watch another movie ever again. It's ShowBizz, and it's just the taco hat floating. Hey, listen. Oh, wait, Dazn. Oh, it's not ready yet. Oh, wait. Oh, Dazn's here. Oh, there you go. Hey, Dazn, what's good? Love you, boy. Hey, hold on, everybody. We're about to get busy. We're in the zone. Hey, listen, Dazn. Let them know. If you don't get the ultimate plan now, before I'm gonna say this, Dazn. I'm gonna say this because, damn it, goddamn, that's why. Before Dazn realizes how much of a rip-off, like giveaway, they're ripping themselves off. I'm gonna say this in Dazn's face. $45 a month, and then they add on Top Rank and don't increase the price. If y'all don't get the ultimate plan now, get grandfathered in. Listen. Before Dazn realizes that we're running away with this shit. I got the link right there in the comments. Get the ultimate plan. They got Top Rank is here now. Hurry up, bruh. Get that shit right now. Uh-oh. He said, let's go. Good. They didn't say anything. We in the chat for Top Rank. Yeah. 100%. Hey, listen. This is what I'm mostly excited about with Top Rank. All right. Torres. We're going to find out how good Torres is. See, Torres is in that heavyweight world now. I don't care what anybody say. Queensberry runs the heavyweight division. Sorry to Matchroom. Sorry to everybody. Torres, the Fabio Wardleys of the world, the Agate Caballos of the world. We're going to find out. Hey, we going to find out season, bro. Yeah. Hey, no, for real. What's your top 3 fights you want to see with top ranked fighters? Oh, shit. Let's come up with it, War Room. That's a good question. There you go from Dazn. That's an excellent question. Keyshawn Devin Haney or Keyshawn Ryan Garcia? I like to see Torres and Moses. Boots and Xander. Okay. Boots and Xander. Keyshawn and Haney. Shushu and the Monster. How about Moses and Shakur? Shushu and Figueroa. Yeah. How about Moses and Shakur? While you bored, Jai. Bam and Inoue. Okay. All right. You won. You won. Let me see. Keyshawn versus Norman. That's very realistic. Let me see. Hey, y'all see? Y'all see the combination? Dazn, do you see the combinations? And Dazn, I saw y'all. We saw y'all trying to make Boots and Ortiz. We saw that shit. So we know what you can do. Dazn. Hey, look at Dazn. Look at these fights. Right, jot it down. Go to that board meeting, that little meeting y'all have. Y'all, you know the one. All right, the one that I'm not invited to, the one I never see, but I'm sure y'all have. Go to jot this down. Run your ass. Run your ass to that meeting. Bring in Blair. Yeah, and bring in Blair. Hold on. I got to turn down the heat because Satan is chilling. Satan is in the basement chilling. Put them all on. I ain't got that kind of time, brother. You talking like that. I really ain't got that kind of time. Hold on, everybody. I think it's oh shit. I got too much going on. I'm overstimulated. All right, hold on. It's time for me to key and hitch. Yeah, that's a good one. Hold on. I'm overstimulated. Hold on now. What's it? Share screen? I forgot how to do all this shit. I am 100% overstimulated. I immediately got overstimulated.
But this is the danger of the top two guys.
Okay, is it working?
That is.
I feel like it's not working.
Goodbye.
Okay.
In the back of the net.
Okay, hold on.
Shoots. Score.
We hearing muffled air. Oh shit! You want to know why? Hold on, everybody.
Here on the zone.
Okay, hold on. We got to find a work-life balance variation. Like, okay, hold on. Let me turn down the heat.
Your Eagles are world champions again.
The Zone is the home of boxing.
Really spurs you on, gets you going. Let's make history. Pure power. There's no way back from this, surely.
The following program is recommended for those 16 and over, as it contains sporting violence, possible bad language, and flashing imagery.
The world has been waiting for. The judges are ready. The fighters are ready. The boxing world is
I think my son skipped school or something. I just saw him up. That's why nobody answered the phone. He was upstairs dancing and bullshit. Let me see. Biz butter for next giveaway. you. Hey, what's on him? What do you think, Biz? Floyd versus Bud promo on Netflix. Oh shit! Perfect. Pound for pound. 2 arrows, 1 night, no debate. That'd be dope. Can Crawford solve the puzzle? Nobody solved. That's dope. Can Mayweather outthink a fighter that can do everything? This long promotion builder. That's dope. I rock with that. Okay.
Hello and welcome to New York City.
Can y'all hear me?
From Chase Square,
how's the
Madison
balance?
Square Garden
What do y'all
for a
need turned up and
special
turned down?
announcement as
Like,
DAZN, the global home of
because I got this
boxing,
Bose
and Top Rank
speaker set up,
announced a landmark, a
and it's kind of
multi-year
messing up
media
my
rights deal
eardrum.
bringing
So
elite live events and a storied archive to DAZN
everything
users
good?
worldwide. I'm Sierra Santos here
who's
alongside
Sierra Santos?
Top
I never met
and the
Sierra.
Latin
You
Snake,
good? Okay.
Sergio Moore, and guys, it's an exciting day with Top Rank
This is
and
crazy.
DAZN partnering. You now have all current
Wait,
leading
where's Todd
rights
Grisham
holders
at?
under one umbrella in this
Sound fine. Okay, cool.
Matchroom, Golden Boy, Queensberry. That creates alignment. That takes complications out of making fights. Sergio,
Yeah.
bigger question, what does it mean for the fans?
Well, listen, anytime you get the best of the best under one platform, then you know that's
Yep.
where you're going to gravitate to. Top Rank has been putting the absolute best fights in the world. Now they're matching up with Golden Boy, Queensberry, smaller promoters.
Oh, Golden Boy
It's
did it.
incredible
You said
for
Golden
the sport.
Boy.
No
Golden
more
Boy's here?
alignments, no more politics, no more. They're across the street. Now the biggest
When did
fights
Golden
in
Boy
boxing
sign?
can be made, and the fans are the big winners.
How big is this for fans?
This is beyond big. I mean, this is what DAZN wanted initially when they launched in America. They wanted all the promoters to work together. It was a tough mountain to climb, but people don't realize how epic this is. Top Rank, Bob Arum, the history that he has in this sport, and the way his team is able to find talent, some of the best matchups in boxing are going to happen this year.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that talent. Which matchups would you like to see specifically? And I want you to name names.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about names. Obviously, Jerome Boots Ennis at 154 against Xander Zayas. You got Keyshawn Davis, one of the best fighters in the world. We know he won't fight Shakur, but there are other guys out there like Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. They're potentially massive fights on those guys around those weight classes. 140. You got Abdullah Mason, 135, 140, 147.
Yeah, I know,
Boxing
but
is on
don't
fire right now. With
no.
Any
Don't
particular
forget
ones you have your eye on,
their
sir?
contract was over this year. We were waiting for an extension. Matchroom extended. We didn't know if Golden Boy was going to extend.
The Vargas lineage is special. I think Emilio is going to be a special talent. There's so many names to mention. Keyshawn Davis, of course.
Let's go ahead and take a look at some of those names. Sergio, Top Rank's roster of world-class fighters and world champions will now be featured on DAZN.
Yeah, that was crazy.
How good is the Top Rank stable when you take a look at this list?
I mean, you just look at the top 4. They're all top ranked.
Tiger Johnson. Don't forget about my bro now because he got jumped. Y'all tripping.
Carrington, who was amazing at the MSG.
Shocky
So
Foster, that's your guy.
Are at the top of that list, and it's no coincidence that Top Rank promotes him.
Golden Boy didn't renew yet.
When we were just
but why are they saying it must be close? Because why they just say Golden Boy?
You used a specific word, and that was elite.
Yeah, I mean this merger is elite. Like the fact that we don't have to worry and the fans don't have to worry if the fights can happen because of the platform or the promoters not working together. You're going to get a whole influx of fans to say, okay, now fights are going to happen. People are happy about this merger.
Sergio,
yeah, we have about the merger. In America, we like shit, bro.
You get an incredible.
It was almost over with.
You're going to be able to relive some of the biggest moments the sport has ever seen. Tommy the Hitman.
Thank you, Top Rank. Damn.
Mayweather.
That Tubi shit was crazy.
Maybe, just maybe, they can find your only Top Rank appearance against Adam Stewart.
I'm wondering where you're going. I fought one time under Top Rank. It was a 4-round fight here. It was in Las Vegas at the Plaza, a hotel that doesn't exist anymore. That's what happens.
What contract is up until July?
I bounced around with all the major promoters. I've been around the block a long time, Sierra. But yeah, that one time with Top Rank, it was great to work under Bob Arum the Great.
It was one off. Why didn't you sign at Top Rank? They didn't want you to perform.
It had nothing to do with that. I wanted to be a free agent, and guess what? Couple fights later, the contender came around, so it was the right decision.
My favorite thing that you also said is that you have fought in
Sergio?
four casinos that no longer exist anymore.
Everything is a version of something else in life.
Well, with 4 of the
why does she do that?
Under one roof. Could promoter rivalries become a thing of the past?
Promoter rivalries are becoming a thing of the past, and we're good credit to Turk Galashik, who's helped a lot of these promoters
promoter
work
rivalries
together,
becoming a thing of the
wanting
past.
These fights to happen, but
yeah, shout out to Turk.
It's becoming a thing of the past. I mean, think about this: we would have never thought Bob Arum, Top Rank, in DAZN.
Yeah, that sandwich and Abdullah Mason let you know what was coming.
We never saw it coming, so this is a beginning of the end of rivalry.
If promoter rivalries become a thing of the past, Sergio, what does that mean for the future of sport, of the sport of boxing?
Well, I just think, it's something that you don't know until it gets there. So the evolution of boxing.
Don't say it,
y'all. It's a theater of the unexpected, like the great Larry Merchant said. But right now it sounds great. When everything is under one umbrella.
Did he say evolution or revolution?
There's just one button to push for the best, to fight the absolute best. How can it not be for the betterment of the sport?
How excited are you?
No, 100%. I mean, look, to your point, there's nothing to guess here. It's going to make the sport better, right? We don't have to worry about it. This is what fans for the last 50, 60 years have wanted. They have it now.
Yeah, well, we want some sort of boxing league. Like we want.
I'm a diehard fan, right? Been since I was 5 years
some
old.
Sort of boxing league. You know what I mean? That's why we're just trying like Zuffa and shit. Like we're just trying to figure out how can we have boxing all together. So there is no other side of the street. It's just
on one platform.
We just want to see people fighting, bro. The best versus best. One platform. Fine. Call it a platform. Call it a league. Call it whatever you damn want. As long as
Sergio.
There's no other side of the street.
With the absolute best. I mean, the Bob Father is how they call him. I mean, Bob Arum is a legend, still doing his thing in 90s, 90-plus-year-old, and I mean, it's incredible. He's a legend, and I'm glad that he's on his side of the fence now.
And not only live fights,
I thought he crossed over to 100.
The fights that Top Rank has offered.
I think you're most hyped up for that,
Yeah. I want to see some of those old fights.
Well, let's go ahead and get this press conference underway.
This is crazy. I'm no way this is real. No way this is real, guys.
I've been promoting boxing for 60 years.
No way, he's with DAZN. This is
I've
crazy.
had the privilege of working with some of the greatest boxers the sport has ever seen.
Two of the very best in the world doing battles here.
I've seen it all. I've done it all. But this isn't the end of an era. This is the beginning of a new era. Top Rank is now on DAZN, the global home of boxing.
Damn, this is real? This is... Oh, they put Abdullah Mason Vargas up there and Shoo and Keith. They brick that. That lets you know. That lets you know where they're at.
This iconic arena has been home to
all these champions.
Top Rank's biggest shows over the last 6 decades. So it is a fitting location.
Get audio right.
To announce this landmark new agreement that will see Top Rank bring its roster of world champions, prospects, and top contenders over to DAZN, the global home of boxing. We've got some people up here that can explain some of the details of this deal. Also, 4 of Top Rank's top fighters, 2 world champions, Shushu Farrington, Abdullah Mason, 135 pounds, former world champion, soon-to-be world champion, Keyshawn Davis, now fighting up at
that was
40.
that in hindsight,
Behind him, Emiliano Vargas, one of the best prospects.
Yeah, DAZN killing it.
Before we get to them, Bob Arum himself is not here on this stage.
Where
He'll be here today dealing with some injury issues at the moment. He passed along this message that he wanted.
He got injured?
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. In the next few weeks, I'll celebrate 60 years since promoting my first fight when Muhammad Ali defended his title against George Chuvalo in Toronto, Canada.
Man, that shit there was crazy.
What started with that one event has turned into a historic run with some of the most unforgettable and iconic moments in the sport.
He looks great, by the way.
Now,
I don't know how.
We're beginning a new chapter at Top Rank as we've signed a multi-year partnership with the global home of boxing, DAZN. This agreement will bring our events, library, and unparalleled roster to DAZN.
We get to watch their old fights.
Not only the current great fighters, but the fighters from yesteryear that are just legendary in the sport.
We get to watch the fight.
Like Manzone and Valdez,
and do commentary.
And Tommy Hearns and Marvelous Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard and Roberto Duran. We're proud of the history we've built over the past 6 decades, and we're very excited about the next chapter. I look forward to bringing the best fighters in the best fights to fans everywhere watching on DAZN, which is the place to be to watch really great modern boxing.
Wow. About to bring a tear to my eye, brother. You good? Like, sad to say, but Hyperlevel Bob may be about to go home. Nope. I always wonder who he would pass the business off to, but for now, long live Bob. Bob's good. How does Bob look so young? That's what I'm saying. 287 years old.
In the making of this deal, tell us why this was the right fit for DAZN. Why were you so aggressive in trying to bring Top Rank in?
Hey, man. We can't. Come on, man. DAZN with the Top Rank.
You guys hear me now? Yes.
Mic shit is crazy. Dog, look at Abdullah. He looked at his mic. Like, hold up.
I want to say we're absolutely delighted to be back here at MSG and announcing this really important deal with Top Rank. In terms of why we're doing it, it's worth giving a bit of context on where we are as a society. So we are building the global home of sports. Our business is available, our app is available in over 200 countries worldwide. And we have some really important global partnerships.
200 countries.
People like the NFL, and a lot of local leagues in Europe, Japan, and Australia. But within that, the sport that is really growing exponentially for us has been boxing. And we've been the home of boxing now for a number of years. We're bringing together a number of promoters.
Turn up the volume, bro.
And for us, there were a couple of reasons we wanted to do this deal. It's very, very important to us. The first is to really bring Top Rank's unrivaled, stable expertise into the mix for zone boxing,
so we can make the best fights.
Oh, yes.
And the second is really to strengthen our position here in the USA. So we had a great year last year. We had the FIFA Club World Cup, but we also saw our boxing business grow really rapidly. And we know that Top Rank have an amazing history here, an amazing track record. So we wanted them to, join the business and join the party, as it were. And we're thrilled that Todd and Bob and the team have agreed to do it. So that's why this is really important for us.
Okay, I like that they brought up AEW, NHL, NFL, everything on DAZN for $45 a month. It's not just the boxing shit, it's everything.
What does this do to enhance
all the pay-per-view, everything?
Well, for us, it's about making the best fights. And we know that fans have been frustrated over the years because different promoters have been with different broadcasters. There's often been politics that have stopped the best fights being made. And by having Top Rank join DAZN, we know we can make the best fights going forward. We know that
I miss Top Rank,
the guys
bro.
up here and the other fighters will be able to, fight for those world titles, fighting the guys they want to fight without the broadcasters getting in the way. And so what we want to bring for our fans is amazing fights, the best matchups, and really, the best of boxing over the next few years.
So let me drill down on that, because you now have a lot of promoters under this DAZN umbrella. You've got Top Rank now, Matchroom, Queensberry. You go down, Dimitri Salita, Eye of the Tiger, involved with
Golden Boy
PBC. Is the dream to get to a point where we're doing 45 to 50 types of shows in the U.S. every single year?
Absolutely, Chris. Where we'd like to get to is that we have a fight here in the U.S. every Saturday night. So fight fans know they can turn on the DAZN app and they can see,
every Saturday U.S. fight
in the U.S. on U.S. time zone. And I think, importantly, with the best fighters, as you've said, we've got those great promoters already with us.
Take it back.
Joining. That's going to enable us to make those events. And on top of that, we also have our partnership with His Excellency Turki Al Sheikh. He's made some incredible events, including the recent event here at Madison Square Garden. And we'll be doing more of that, working with him and under his guidance as well.
Yeah, well,
Todd duBoef,
they have a fight every Saturday.
8 months or so examining your options with Top Rank.
Every Saturday.
Why was this deal the right fit for you guys?
Go.
Well, first of all, thanks for everybody for showing up, and this is a big night, big day for all of us. Chris, that's an interesting one. It was we were up at a round table, and I kind of slurred something out, and I said I didn't know if DAZN was friend or foe. Right? Because so often we were across the table from each other or we were trying to get matches. But I really think what we saw out of them, which was amazing, is their real dedication towards the sport on a global basis. And their technology, their tech stack, their deliverables, the product. And then you take it even a step further and let's get that less friction trying to make matches.
Damn.
By consolidating a lot of the marketplace, by consolidating a lot of the European guys, we know that the matches were just so there to be made, and we didn't need to add a layer. Then the third piece is being
I'm being so selfish. I love it.
And even though, as Pete says, I'm sorry it took a year to finalize this, right? When we got into a room, we actually realized we were like-minded. We were like-minded on how we wanted to present the sport, how we wanted to grow the sport, and how we wanted to put the best foot forward for the fans. So everything came together. May have dragged out a little longer than both of us wanted. And I'll say this in my personal aha I got was last spring when they executed on the Club World Cup, activating so many different platforms to get the exposure of not only soccer, but their product across the board. The light went on for me.
Everybody wants to know the details of a deal like this.
Saturday Night War
How
Room
many
is fire.
fights? how much money, everything that's involved in this
Wait, I'm
deal
not feeling
with
it. It
DAZN.
came
What
from
can you
the war
say
room.
about what kind of commitment that Top Rank is making to DAZN and what kind of commitment they are making to you?
Well, I can say that it's a multi-year, multi-event commitment.
Multi-year,
And
multi-event.
I really believe
But
this is just step one. And that's the most important thing. It's, people want to compare everything, numbers and all that kind of stuff. It all becomes.
It's a tryout to
irrelevant
something permanent.
if the partnership works.
Yes,
Because
make it work.
You keep adding gas to the tank, right? You keep putting more into that Ferrari. It's going to get bigger and better. And I think, like I said to you, we're really in a position where we think endless opportunities for all these kids up on the stage, right? And endless opportunities for the fans around the world, getting top quality every Saturday night. And remember something,
every Saturday
this sport is unique. This sport is so unique. The behavior of our fans here in this country were behaviorally thought that you had to go on Monday night to watch closed circuit. We have carved out something on Saturday nights that is so unique from our predecessors, the predecessing platforms from Showtime and HBO, where people came home after dinner and watched pay-per-views late at night or World Championship boxing. It is there for the taking, and it's DAZN's time to
It's there for the taking. That's what I'm saying. HBO and Showtime's gone.
Success over the last 8 months.
We need Saturday nights.
This broadcast agreement. Shushu wins his first world championship right here.
Yes,
in Madison
Showbox.
Square Garden. Abdullah Mason,
We were
youngest
getting
world
every
champion,
Saturday night.
went over to Saudi Arabia and winning. Keyshawn coming back, winning a big fight at 140
Yeah, I feel like
pounds.
Christmas
Emiliano,
came
you kept
early,
him
bro.
active, kept him busy over these last 8 months. You saw Bob up there, 60 years in this business promoting fights. What is it that makes Top Rank as good at what they do?
Well, I think, I always say this about us. We're not one person. And that is the beauty of it. We are really a wonderful team. And when you start to look at it, what makes our guys so good? And I really believe there's a matchmaking piece to our equation and how our Bruce Trampler and Brad Goodman have architected the careers of so many fighters. So they have got it so that, I don't want to brag, but I think we've whipped everybody's ass the last 6 months. We just put an ass whipping on everybody, right? And Pete's like, I'm running out of content. You got to come over here.
your shit there, bro.
And it didn't matter, but
Top
it's
ranked
really
fighters
the
don't
body
be
work,
losing, bro.
right? Giving these kids, giving Shushu and Keyshawn and Emiliano the opportunity to get their trait, to show their abilities, and then elevate their marketability. And I think there's that perfect combination.
All right, let's hear from some of these fighters who are up here on the dais. And I want to start with you, Shushu. It's your city, man.
Shushu
You
tripping.
won your world title, grew up around 10, 11 miles
chill,
from
bro.
here in Brooklyn, winning a world championship this past January to become a title holder at 126. For you,
don't be on that
getting a
New York
platform
shit.
like this, being able to stay active, you're kind of nodding your head there. What does it mean to
Be
you?
chill, bro.
Well, I got a little taste of fighting on DAZN, my last fight, as you've mentioned, and the amount of recognition that just boosted ever since that fight has been incredible. And obviously I was fighting for a world title, but the fact that it was on DAZN, I think that played a major part. And it's something that I'm really looking forward to in the next steps of my career.
And the war room.
Partnership
God,
of Top Rank
Georgia.
DAZN, and with all of the fighters, Top said, we've been kicking ass since past months. I'm not gonna lie. So I really do believe that we are gonna bring nothing but excitement and just continuous generational talent, year in and year out. And I feel like it's just the perfect puzzle piece in order to continue to make boxing great.
You've got
Bring
that
up the
world
war
title
room.
on your shoulder. I think you'd agree there are too many champions at 126 right now. We need to get some unifications going at 126. You've got your promoter right here. You've got Pete over here. What's the fight you want them to make for you this year?
Bullshit.
Definitely, I want to be able to fight with. It doesn't really. No, but he over here whispering to my Keyshawn Davis. You got to make it 126 for that. But no, but seriously, I believe that I want to fight any of the champions. It's not like one particular guy. I was very interested in fighting Nick Ball, but he lost to Brandon Figueroa, so I'm interested in fighting Brandon Figueroa now. Rafael Espinoza, I would love to fight him. And Joel, I would love to fight him. Anybody that comes to the plate first come, first serve. Y'all gonna get the Shushu Canton ass whooping, and that's just what it is.
Damn.
And I believe I am the only champion in this division that's speaking to become undisputed. I really have that ambition, and I truly believe that it's gonna happen. And that's my major goal.
Todd, which one? You
Bro,
tell me.
Shu is a damn monster.
Well, I'm not going to listen. Now
guy.
you're putting me on the spot here. I'm not sure. I'm not going to
answer it,
man. D, all of the above.
Hey, bro.
Keyshawn, no surprise you call out.
No.
Shushu,
Boxing Revolution. Say what's up.
3 months.
Say it.
Since you came back and won your first fight at 140 pounds. When you heard about this announcement and what was happening here, what was your reaction?
I was definitely surprised hearing this announcement, but I wasn't too surprised. You know, DAZN been carrying the torch for a while now, and my first fight in the professional ranks, my debut, was in 2021 in the Dolphin Stadium, Canelo versus Yildirim, and they've been putting on like major events, and now I feel like the whole world is starting to realize that now, and just before, you know, Turkey added, you know, a lot of flavor to it as well. But, you know, DAZN Matchroom been doing it by themselves, too, for a long time. So,
yeah, I hear you.
I was surprised,
though.
but I wasn't, like, too surprised because, you know, it makes sense.
Debo!
Your first, I think, and your third fight were on a DAZN card. Another Canelo card. Canelo Saunders at AT&T Stadium in Texas. I mentioned you calling on everybody. I've got a list from what I think you've been calling out, in addition to Shushu here. Devin Haney, Lamont Roach, Pitbull Cruz.
Crocker.
I saw you ran to Ryan Garcia this past week in the club. What's the big fight out there for you? What's the one you have your eye on in the first half of 2026?
I would love to fight, you know, Devin Haney, for sure. I would love to fight him. I think we all seen the video when Bill told me to stand on my word before I fought Jermaine Ortiz. And I told my manager, Jay Prince, I said, Jay, after I knocked Jermaine out, you know they're going to be scared to fight me, right? He said, well, I feel you, Keyshawn. Let's just get the job done. I said, we're going to get it done, but you know they're going to be scared to fight me, right? So I knocked him out, and we ain't hear nothing from him since the fight. I ain't really hear nothing from nobody since the fight. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully DAZN and Top Rank can get somebody credible in the ring with me because this that time.
You're also a big draw in your hometown in Norfolk, Virginia. You had that huge event against Gustavo Lemos a couple of years ago. How important is it to you to bring a big fight back to Norfolk?
It's very important. You know, shouts out Norfolk, Virginia. Shouts out my brothers, Kelvin, Keon Davis, of course, the Davis brothers, DB3.
Let's go.
It's very important. You know, my city love me. Like every single time I go back there.
I only want to hear y'all from Top Rank talk that shit.
I got that support out there because, you know, we've been just doing things involving the community. You know, we recently created a DB3 nonprofit, you know, and, which we had like a DB3 community day, gave out gifts, food, haircuts, hairstyles for the girls, youth dancers, a youth band, you know. Then after that, for January 31st, we had a 50 passenger bus for free come to the fight.
Oh, that's
whether they had tickets or not, you get a free trip to New York City, go shopping, go watch a fight at the bar. So,
Keyshawn, Ryan Garcia, let's mix it up.
2 schools a day, we going to talk to the kids and just give back to the kids.
TBC, come on, dog.
Schedule because I'm out here.
If I don't see a press conference, a launch press conference with the BBC up there with Lamont Roach,
DB3 nonprofit been doing amazing things in our community before we even became a nonprofit. So, thank you.
Y'all already adding gas, fuel to the fire, whatever they were saying.
Part of the reason why we're able to sell out because we're authentic and we give back to our community.
Well, we appreciate you being here. Looking forward to being down in Norfolk. Potentially
yes,
this year.
I'm saying.
Abdullah Mason, 135-pound champion.
Abdullah doesn't
21,
talk
not even
a lot.
4 years
Like,
removed from your last amateur fight, which is crazy to be
let's go.
a world champion at this stage of your career. We saw you on DAZN this past fall over in Saudi Arabia. A real kind of sink or swim moment against Sam Noakes, and you shined in that fight to win.
That's what happens with the zone fight. Those UK boys
what are
fight
the fights
to death,
that
bro.
you're looking for?
Like you said, it hasn't even been 4 years since my last amateur fight. So the same thing we did with ESPN, with Top Rank with ESPN.
Hey, that's a sugar, bro.
You know, the strides we've been making since I turned pro.
You look like a Leonard. That's a sugar.
The brightest, you know, young star in boxing coming up. I feel like we could do the same thing with DAZN, and teamwork makes the dream work. So I'm bringing the smoke to DAZN, and we're gonna have a lot of fun.
135.
Yo, you the future, fam. What the hell you talking
kind of
about?
An open division
Brother,
right
you
now. Some champions out there.
out of
taking
everybody up
belts
there, you may
at
be the
moment.
Pepsi,
You mentioned they said
Coca-Cola,
partnership here with Top Rank
like
and DAZN.
commercial
You
dude. Like you,
expecting some unification fights.
he got
in
it
the
all.
future?
Let's go.
For sure. For sure. You know, I feel like I can't wait to collect a lot more of these, you know. So from here on, I'm looking to collect more titles, and whatever way they come, I'm ready to grab them all.
Bring up.
You know, you're a big guy at 135 pounds. How many divisions do you think you're going to climb over the next couple of years?
However many I want to climb. So whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know, each division I'm gonna do the same thing I'm doing at 135, and I'm taking it one step at a time.
And I mentioned Keyshawn being back in Norfolk. You're a Cleveland, Ohio guy. We think we'll see you fighting in Cleveland at some point.
For sure. Cleveland been supporting me since day one. So me and my brothers, they just announced Mason Brothers Boxing Day in Cleveland, Ohio. That's March 28th. So we're gonna be doing big things in Cleveland, Ohio. And I just can't wait to go there and at least just have my first main event. They've been supporting me. They've been.
You look like a Cleveland, Ohio. I got family in Ohio. You look like one of them.
They've been watching me on all these fights on a network. So you know, I can't wait
like
to do that.
Sean Porter
and
and
I
shit.
feel like it's gonna be an amazing show.
I'm excited to see you back and defending that title and unifying.
Hey, look at Vargas sitting there like you ain't say shit.
Emiliano Vargas, the best.
Vargas said you ain't say shit. Let's go, Vargas. Vargas like, all right, you a sugar?
Working your way towards.
Then I'm a Duran then.
World title. You've been able to stay busy over these last 7 or 8 months, including.
No, say skid. You know exactly what I'm talking about. He looks like one of the head boy.
For you?
I think it's definitely a platform for me to shine on. I'm just grateful to Top Rank, grateful to Dazn for this huge opportunity. Now, like they said, there's no limits. We could hop on any card and big cards. So I'm excited and I'm ready
you like
to
your
be on the
daddy.
biggest stage.
Say some shit.
You're still working your way up the ranks. You heard Todd talk about the great matchmakers they have at Top Rank. What have you been kind of learning over the last couple of years you think is going to make you a better fighter?
I think definitely the rounds, no doubt. I mean, every other world champion, 27, 30. So, you know, one step at a time, one fight at a time. And I just want to be great. That's it. So I'm very grateful, very excited, and big announcement coming soon for sure.
Whoa!
See some of the regional titles you've got in your hand there. I know you get your eye on.
Stop jerking me off, bro.
Right there. How far away do you think you are from challenging for one of those belts?
Definitely this year, no doubt. You know, I know my journey is different from everybody else's, you know, so I'm just grateful for the opportunity, grateful to God that I get to shine on a big platform, and you know, sky's the limit.
No, Keyshawn was
that looked like some damn Tino Quavos.
I saw you on Twitter.
Alexis Arguello versus Big Ray Leonard shit.
Garcia
Come on now.
A couple of weeks ago. Is that a fight that you hope is on your radar in the future?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, obviously I bother a couple of people, you know, I wonder why, but I'm gonna continue to shine. You know, success brings envy, and I'm just looking to keep on fighting, keep on shining inside of the ring, outside of the ring, and you know, pick up these world titles.
Your dad, a Dazn subscriber now? He's good to go?
Yeah, for sure. We should get a free one, right?
Yeah, y'all get a free one. That's what I'm gonna say.
We should all get one of the ones on stage, right? Free Dazn subscription.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
You got some codes to share to some people. All right, well, we appreciate you guys being here, coming up to New York for this big announcement. Top Rank linking up with Dazn, multi-fight, multi-year contract. We're very excited to see these guys in action. Thank you to everybody for being here, and thank you guys for all coming up the stage and being here.
That is dope. That is dope. Oh,
Really
we got
good stuff from Chris right there, and you heard that the value of subscription and how you can get the most bang for your buck. So, how does this impact consumers?
Well, look, honestly, I feel like Dazn has been giving value for the subscribers for a very long time now, right? But fight fans are never happy, right? Nothing is ever good enough. But now,
but the American,
another reason for you guys to cough up that money every month, you're getting your money's worth.
You know, Sergio Shushu talked about this being the perfect piece to the puzzle. We didn't even get a chance to touch on it from the fighter's perspective, right? If you are a young up-and-coming fighter or even an established fighter.
Let's talk. Not to cut them off, but okay, look. As far as getting your bang for your buck with Dazn, all right? I'm gonna keep it unbiased and true. The bang for your buck with Dazn jumped up when His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh started getting. Let's keep it a bean, right? I always liked Dazn. right? I thought it was new, hip. If I'm a futurist, if something is new, I'm exploring it. Zuffa, let me see what that's. You know what I'm saying? So I thought DAZN had great potential. I always liked Matchroom, always like Queensberry. I'm one of those boxing fans. When I was a kid, I was like interested, right? So they did well with that, but Top Rank was doing their thing. PBC was doing their thing. You really got your bang for facts. Thank you. You got your bang for your buck when Turkey made that the day of reckoning. That's when it was like, oh shit, is getting real. And then it was like these crazy cards with the Cinema Undisputed for lightweight, Undisputed for heavyweight, Usyk, Fury. It's like, oh shit. I was there from the beginning, right? I got the tags and press passes right there. I saw it, right? Happen in real time. But to be honest, the War Room, a lot of you guys in the War Room were reluctant, and I understood why. I was trying to tell you guys that if you love boxing, the matchups are on DAZN. But y'all were reluctant because it didn't feel right for y'all as far as American boxing fans. For some of y'all, not all of y'all. Y'all understand the Japanese cards. I was loving the Saudi Arabia cards, the goddamn UK cards. You know me. I love worldwide boxing. But a lot of you guys was like, yo, I watch boxing on Saturday nights. I can't do this, right? Let's keep it real, bro. And I was trying to figure out, like, how can I help the War Room understand that their American fighters are fighting on these cards, but with Top Rank, now y'all like, okay. With Top Rank, y'all like, okay. All right. And then when he said a fight every Saturday night, okay. Because I get, for American boxing fan, boxing, HBO boxing at night. What was it called? HBO boxing after dark. Well, I forget what it was called. You had that. Then you had ShowBox, Friday night fights. Y'all are like, oh, now I know where to be on a Saturday night, right? You guys were missing it in the afternoon. I can't now bet. The ultimate plan, the link is at the top of the chat box. It's also in the description. Get the ultimate plan. It's $45 a month. You get everything on DAZN, right? AEW, soccer, NFL, NHL, all the sports. But as a boxing fan, you get everything, all the subscription-based fights. So you're going to get to every Saturday night and all those things. But you're also going to bare knuckle fighting championship, misfits, whatever you're into. But you're also going to get all of the pay-per-view fights for that $45 a month. That's why the fee is a little bit more expensive than just the $20 a month. It's $45 a month. You get everything. All right? Hit the Tyson bell. And I think that's what y'all were waiting for. Here's my thing. Yeah, Turkey never made $1. That was no, you can't beat it. That's why I want you guys to get grant. I really don't know. There's no way, in my opinion. I don't know how the customer isn't winning and DAZN isn't losing with that, in my opinion. So I'm like, yo, War Room, get it, get grandfathered in, whatever, But here's my thing. My thing is this. The PBC. We're all waiting for the PBC because you saw it with Top Rank. You saw Top Rank fight. Like Keyshawn said, my first fight was on a DAZN card. So you saw Top Rank working with DAZN. You saw Top Rank, the Bob father, Bob Arum, with Turkey Al-Sheikh. Remember, like you were seeing, it was like, wait, Top Rank is on DAZN, but it wasn't official, right? But you saw the DAZN fight, but they were fighting overseas, right? I feel that you're seeing this with the PBC. When people say, where's the PBC? I keep saying it's funny because how people think when they say, where's the PBC, they are expecting a PBC platform. Like I haven't seen Amazon Prime fight in a while. I have in Showtime, but But for me, I see PBC fighters on DAZN. So in my mind, I'm like, they're right there. They're right there. Where's the PBC? I'm at the press conference and I'm shaking hands with Sam Watson. Like, what up, brother? Hey, brother, man, I love you, boy. I'm on that. I'm looking at the PBC. So maybe that's what they're doing is what Top Rank was doing. Just put gas in. Let's see how you do with our fighter. How did y'all treat us as a PBC? Let's see what's going on, okay? And then they can come on over. Come on home. My only question, Benavidez versus Zerto is going to be on DAZN. I heard that was on them. I don't know anymore. His eyes are like Sloth from Goonies, though, low key. Here's my question, War Room, and I want y'all to really consider this. Like I said, I'm unbiased, no filter, all right? Because really, we're the fan, and you got to make us happy, right? No matter what. Who does the PBC have? That's been my biggest concern. Prime is Prime is just not dedicated to boxing. Prime is amazing. I watch Prime all the time. It's just not dedicated to boxing. If you're trying to say Prime is ass for boxing, yeah, because they're just not dedicated to it. Get it now. Oh, 100%. I'm being very genuine. When they brought up Top Rank, they said Top Rank is the best. Juanita Lopez is the best at finding new talent, right? Like, if you are a kid in the Olympics, more than likely you're already signed to Top Rank and you don't know it yet. So Benavidez and Fundora, okay. I just saw Fundora's little sister on DAZN chilling. I just saw David Benavidez, the Mexican mom. We did a whole Black Two Sugars on location whole thing with David Benavidez's entire family on DAZN. I just saw him. So I'm Tank Benavidez. No, see, Charlo's Big Fish. No. This is what you're not understanding. I'm not talking about people who at the end of their tooth and we don't know what they're doing next. I'm talking about new talent that we're excited about, right? I don't know what Gervonta's doing. I know what Benavidez is doing, but I'm just saying that was dope, bitch. Yeah, love you, boy. I'm saying new talent. That's my only concern. I want the PBC because that's my family. So I want my family together. I want PBC, DAZN, everybody together. So we could just be, right? At the cookout, like, right? And I'm just the War Room, right? Now fight. Hey, he was talking about your wife. Let me see. Unless you want to count Roach. Okay, let's name them. Let's run off the names. Kermel, I think that's about it. But Kermel isn't a PBC fighter, right? He's fighting on Manny Pacquiao's card. He's just a Floyd Mayweather thing. Floyd Mayweather is suing like Showtime in him. I'm saying instigating. Yeah, I'm saying Frank Martin. Hey, just we about to arm wrestle. At the least, we about to arm wrestle. I'm saying new talent. This man said light heavyweight Ben Whitaker versus junior welterweight Keyshawn Davis. What are you doing? Let me see. PBC has Pitbull, Benavidez, Carlos Adames. Who we calling that fight? Carlos Adames is fighting my boy. Almost said Amos. Damn. Ammo Williams. Let me see. Goodman, Hernandez, Mendoza, flank. You see what I'm saying, DJ? You see what I'm saying? You see what you just did? Pitbull. You see what I'm exfoliating? You see what I'm exfoliating? All right, Flank's new. Flank's new. Okay, let's go. Flank is new. Okay, let's go. Look, Bill, some of us just not ready to give it up. Listen. You know what it reminds me of? This is what it reminds me of. It reminds me of when WCW, and for some reason, another thing, Dazn. Y'all need to start hollering at me about that AEW because I love wrestling way too much, but I haven't been following AEW a lot, so that's my bad. All right. But it reminds me of when WCW was like fresh and had like, I'm talking about during the Attitude Era, and they had like all the new talent, and then they start signing like Hulk Hogan, like the Hollywood, like a lot of the old guys start coming around to WCW, but they had the new fresh shit. They didn't have to, right? So they like, we want it all. Call, I want it all. So it's a nice bell, right? So it makes me feel like that's what the PBC can bring. Hollywood Hogan, Ric Flair, right? So they could bring Charlo, Errol, Himzu. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I want that old thing, but like get some, like, so oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Bring AB, bro, while you bull job. Let me see. AW is like like the WBC. Too funny, damn belt. We ain't Ben Whitaker versus Berlanga. Yeah. NWO was WCW. Of course. They don't even exist anymore. They got bought out. That's when, there's always a big three. Now it's a DAZN, Prime, and Netflix. I thought you was going to say now it's just Big Me in this moment. DAZN, Prime, and Netflix. I gotta say, here's the thing about Netflix. I think Netflix is dope. Yeah, PBC don't have no new, fresh, young talent. Here's what I think is dope about Netflix. Netflix is doing like mega shit. Netflix it doesn't feel like a boxing platform, right? Or a platform that really highlights boxing. It's just fun shit, right? It's just like dope fun shit, okay? But at the same time, it's like a big, huge commercial for DAZN fighters. Not for nothing, right? Right? Like you see, like AJ is like go over there, whoop Jake Paul's ass, and then walk over to DAZN. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it feels like a beautiful big commercial for DAZN fighters. True bit, yeah. Prime though. Prime pretty much has the PB. That's why it's like, come on home. But Prime has DAZN too. What's up with that? Like, doesn't DAZN and Prime Video got like a thing? They got like a relationship. Netflix is for the spectacle fights. Yeah. Here's the thing about MVP though. MVP is brilliant. Y'all can kiss my ass. And that's the Black Two Sugars. They are doing a lot with very little. What they did with women's boxing is something that needs to be studied. Like that is the evolution of like they they found value and pushed the took risk and got busy. Like and honestly, it ain't even just it's Amanda Serrano. It's Amanda Serrano. While you board job and Matchroom understanding. It's Eddie Hoyne, Eddie Hoyne has a very innovative way of thinking. And he saw it. It is Amanda Serrano. And then Katie Taylor was like, let's go. And Jake Paul and Eddie Hoyne got that shit right. If it wasn't for those two sisters, women's boxing would have been where it has been. And that's the Black Two Sugars. I like Carolina, but she is here because of what they did. You can put that in all caps. You gotta understand what I'm saying. And that's a fact. When they sold out the Garden, and then they were the best thing after Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, people brought up how funny that was. But mostly when it comes to the product, people said those two girls were going at it, and they didn't know who they were. And they've been doing it. That was the end of their careers. Blair LaFleur versus Keith Thurman, since he already beat AB. Yeah, that'd be fun. Facts. You ain't lying. Yeah, Michaela Mary. Yeah, everybody's with, all the women with MVP. That's the, except for Clarissa. Clarissa is with Dazn. Right? Let me see. A great trilogy. Yeah, that trilogy reminds me of Sugar Ray Leonard and Duran. Right? The first fight of that trilogy was the best one. It was. The second fight was ass. And the last fight was complete trash. Y'all, the second fight was pure ass. The first fight is one of the greatest fights I've ever seen in my life. The second fight was duBoef versus Ramirez, running like a mother. That was the second fight. The third fight, what they call Uno Mas. Uno Mas, bruh. What the hell? Jake Paul saved boxing. That's very stupid to say. But what he did do is what did he do? I was going to say something, but I think it was false. In all honesty, he did two things at once. He kept American boxing locked in. He kept American boxing locked in the conversation. At the same time, he ruined the American boxing fan. The new casual only knew Jake Paul, Ryan Garcia, and Tank Davis. The new boxing fan, the new kids, we were shit. The youth was shit. Jake Paul was the biggest American boxer. That's how shit. That's why we need Top Rank who's be on some real shit with American boxing to be on DAZN. And we needed this so badly as far as American, but we needed this so badly, bro. But now look how many people watch real boxing. Hold on. Your brain didn't do it. Your brain didn't do it, bro. Jake Paul didn't make new fans for Abdullah Mason. Your brain didn't exfoliate. Look how many people watch real boxing now because of Jake. That's not what happened at all. That's not what happened at all. They watched damn social media, Instagram, and Jake Paul fed that algorithm to everybody trying to talk shit about each other about the Super Bowl halftime show. And that's what Jake Paul was. He fed into that. He didn't bring those guys into new boxing. Bruh, let me see. He elevated women boxing. Yeah. Women boxing. Again, Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor elevated that because the product was dope. The product, yes, thanks to Envy, because Jake Paul didn't have anything. Jake Paul had him and Amanda Serrano. He had to do something. He focused in on Amanda Serrano, and he was able to make that deal because Eddie Hearn had vision. Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor, if that fight was shit, it was over. They did it. Let me see. He was a lightning rod, gave the casuals an idol. I'm saying there were people who thought he could beat AJ. They did. Listen, they didn't know who AJ was. America didn't know who AJ was still. He became and he's a UK guy, not an American boxer. He's a UK guy, not an American boxer. Did you watch the new Spidey trailer? I'm about to. Keyshawn talking stuff to Mason. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Yep, he just put the spotlight on an already good product. Yep. Tank and AJ versus Jake Paul made everyone go, come on, bro. Now you got Andre Ward wanting a fight. I wish the exhibition matches would stop and he would focus on his real boxing career as a. That's what was happening. That's what he was pushing. That's what was starting to happen for American fighters. So there was a new thing carved out. That's why Mike Tyson said what he said to Ariel. Mike Tyson said, y'all should be really embarrassed that I can do record-breaking numbers at 60. Because the American boxing fan didn't have no new Americans to latch on to that brought the excitement that a 60-year-old Mike Tyson can bring. We're still looking at Floyd. That's the problem. Abdullah Mason can be that guy. Keyshawn Davis can be that guy. They needed the platform. And honestly, I'm about to talk some shit. Is Carmel Moulton still with Mayweather? Yes. Do you want to see Mason fight them all right now, or do you want him to build up more? I feel like Keyshawn or Shakur would be too much right now. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But honestly, let me talk my shit real quick. There's two things that American boxing need. Y'all ready? There's almost 1,000 y'all in here. Hit the like, because I gotta go. I gotta go. Because my wife is here, and I love when she's here. We can have a coffee, and we can listen to jazz. I'm gonna tell you the music that I listen to in the house after this. But American boxing needs two things, and I'm gonna talk my shit. They needed Top Rank to find a platform, which they did on DAZN. So that one thing accomplished. Here's the second thing American boxing needs: the War Room. That's the Black Two Sugars. It's the War Room who does $43 million. 43 million impressions. The War Room does 43 million impressions on TikTok for live stream commentary. We've been doing live commentary and get 1 million views on Ryan Garcia versus Tank Davis. 800,000 views on Terrence Crawford. 600,000 views. 300,000 views. Driving McLarens and shit. Bringing a whole new energy to boxing. The War Room. There's been nothing like it. The War Room. I'm talking about for American boxing. Turki Al-Sheikh did great things for boxing, but a lot of that was overseas. For American boxing, Top Rank to find a platform, and the War Room. And that's the Black Two Sugars. Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying. Even with me walking down and screaming to Bud, Bud, I lost $15,000, Bud. The War Room knowing the history of all that. The War Room, how y'all share, how y'all like, and how y'all mold and shape ShowBizz. Hey, ShowBizz, that ain't it. ShowBizz, that ain't it, bro. That's it. There you go, ShowBizz. That's it. This is what it is, ShowBizz. Not what we want to hear. This is what it is. ShowBizz, don't change. We won't show up if you change. The War Room play no damn games, bro. And let me tell you this, too, about the War Room. I'm like, the ultimate plan is the way to go for boxing. The War Room was like, cool. 50% of y'all was like, cool. The other 50% was like, I'll wait. Why? Because I watch boxing Saturday nights. I'll wait. I watch boxing in the States on Saturday nights. I'll wait. Thing is, y'all didn't act like pussies when Top Rank deal. Y'all like, okay. All right, bet. This is fire. There's 1,000 y'all in here. Like, okay, this is fire. Okay, now let me see. Y'all, not everybody went straight to buy the ultimate plan. Y'all like, let me look at what milk costs this. All right, my daughter's daycare costs that. But at least y'all thinking. At least y'all thinking. Y'all like, okay, all right, bet. Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying. I just got my taxes. I can do 45 now because I just got my tax return. That doesn't mean I can do 45 3 months from now. So let me right? I know what's up. I know what's up. So DAZN doing the right thing, always keeping America in mind. Fantastic. If Golden Boy can extend that contract, that'll be an extra element for Mexican boxing fans. Bet. And then the bros, a lot of you bros are locked into the PBC. A lot of the bros are starving right now. Like, hey, brother, Al Heyman's our guy, bruh. Al, hey, damn. Right? The bros are like, yo, bruh. Say I'm lying. Come on, bros. Say I'm lying. Come on. I told you guys, listen, bro, it's not about being colorblind. It's about understanding the differences. Put your damn hands up, damn it. Right? That's why PBC, the black men, black people, you know what I'm talking about, who's like, y'all know how we felt when you saw Errol Spence, Floyd Mayweather, Gervonta Tank Davis, the Charlos, Deontay Wilder. Y'all know how we stop. Hey, that's not act damn stupid. So, just like the Mexican fan base, like Golden Boy, bring your ass. UK fan base, Matchroom, Queensberry, bring your ass. American fan base, Top Rank, bring your ass. The American Bros, PBC, 1 step, 2 step, bring your ass. All right, everybody. Thank you guys for showing up and showing out. Oh, wait a minute. I want to say this real quick. I want to say this real quick. The music I listen to. Been rocking with Al since MJ. That's what I'm saying. But damn, put the fight on. Right. You're like, yo, I get the music. Fine. 1 step. 2 step. Let me see. Come on home. DAZN, the war room. Like, bring it. Okay. I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm probably gonna listen to the Gorillaz' new album. Okay, let me tell you how the music I listen to in the car is way different. When I'm in the vet, it's hip-hop, R&B, rock and roll. Loud, bumping, that type of energy. When I'm in a house, I did pick up the Gorillaz' new album, and I like that shit. Thelonious Monk, Coltrane, Miles Davis, Gil Scott-Heron, Marvin Gaye, Michael Jackson, Bilal, Common, Tyler, the Creator. This is what I'm listening to. That new album, fine. Thank you. This is what I'm listening to. This is what I'm listening. Tame Impala, right? This is what I'm currents. This is what I'm listening to. And I have a coffee, and I'm reading comic books. This is how I don't go places. I'm like Eddie Murphy in his 60s. I am in the house. I'm always in the house. And when I'm done screaming and sweating and yelling and laughing and doing all this shit with the war room, I put on my vinyls. My man said horrible. That's okay. You don't have to listen to it, bro. I do. Hall & Oates. Ooh. I put on my vinyls. Dizzy Gillespie, right? I probably put on Dizzy Gillespie, right? Sun Ra. Goddamn Thundercat. I put on my vinyl. All right. Even your boy get mad play. Childish Gambino. If it ain't abstract, artistic, jazzy, because y'all see how my kitchen is. It's like woodsy and there's plants and shit. If it's not on that, it's probably not going in vital. Yeah, I'm vibing. All right. So thank you guys for showing up and showing out. ShowBizz Adult. I'm out. Oh my goodness, man. I love this shit. I love it.